come at you with a brand new video. So today, we're rating hotels that I've stayed at on TierMaker. So TierMaker's website, I'm not being sponsored by them. It's a website where you can basically create tiers and organize things. S would be, in my case, superior, A, great, B, great, C, decent, and D, So it's basically a grading system, S being the very best of the best, and D being the worst. And you could add all the way through Z if you wanted to, I believe. So if you're new to this channel, we specialize in maximizing people's first vacation to Vegas or their 100th vacation to Las Vegas. I feel that it's important to really try to help show people how to really get great comps and great experiences in your Vegas. So if you're considering subscribing, please do so. If not, at least comment or like the videos. It really helps this channel go far. If you're already a subscriber, thank you. I think we're up to just about 50 now. The support is amazing. I really do thank you. It is something I could have never imagined. So we're going to start with the lower tiers. Lower tiers saying basically it's a D grade all the way up to like the best grade. So the first one is going to be Excalibur, and this is a staple in the MGM family right now for budget. It is a good hotel. It by no way is a luxury hotel. It was originally built to be more of a family-centered hotel, the family-centric boom in Vegas. I think now we're seeing a luxury boom from older people who want to go out there, and it's like, well, I'd much rather like gamble a little bit more in a nicer resort. So when I come out, if I get comped, I get to stay in luxury, opposed to I'm bringing my family out and there's constraints. I'm stuck by the pool all day or whatever. We stayed. I think we went during a renovation, and I don't think it was the best hotel. It could have been some of the reservation being towards maybe some renovations. Or it could have just been their quality. I've talked to people, and you have people who love it and people who hate it. And that's the same thing that's going to happen with this brand new one on list C, which is Luxor. Luxor, the beam of light in Vegas. The first time I ever saw Luxor, I was driving over with my friend and his dad. I must have been like 14. We were going up to Vegas, just me, his dad, and him. And I saw a big beam of light in the sky, because when you're driving in through California, you don't see a whole lot. It's pretty dark out there. And then you just see a big light beam, and we ended up staying at Luxor, and that'll be one of the hotels that I will always remember. I've stayed there a few times with my wife. I've stayed in the tower, I've stayed in the pyramid. I think we've stayed there 3 times, probably. Each time there's been different shows, different things going on. I think we saw someone playing there. We also went to the bodies exhibit. The pool is nice. The food is decent. I think it's a good bargain. I think normally you can get rates for like $20, $30 a night plus resort fees. Really good. I just came home this weekend from this lovely resort. I think they just reopened a few weeks ago out of Corona, and it's the Rio Resort. This is a Harrah's property, Harrah's/Caesars property, and I think it's a great budget hotel. They have a lot to do there. They have some really great restaurants. Their pool looks nice. Their rooms seemed like they were just renovated recently. They might have been, might not have. It was nice. Their prices didn't seem too out of the ordinary for the type of room it was. I thought the room was really big. I didn't get much video because my wife surprised me and said, "Hey, let's go out on a drive," and then we just ended up in Vegas. But it was fun. It was a night trip. They had plenty of machines playing on. I think that's where Chippendales is, and I believe that's where, if you're into that kind of thing. There's also another show that goes on there. Oh, Penn and Teller's there. So I thought it was really great. We were just in there for the night, and then we got out of there. But I thought it was really nice. It's a little bit off the strip, but it's not too far off the strip to where you can't get to it if you had like an Uber or something, or even if you have a car. So this next tier, the B tier, is going to be a little bit controversial for some people. the Monte Carlo before the Park MGM renovations is when I stayed, and I thought it was nice even during the renovations. I'm sure Park is nice. I've heard a lot of great things about it from a lot of people I really trust in the community. Um, During the renovations, they were building a whole new pool area. They had the tram already built. They were building the Park's theater. What's the other thing? The T-Mobile Arena. So there was a lot of work going on during that time. We got free tickets to see Blue Man Group. Me and my wife, we had 2 free nights. So I just happened to get an email. Told my wife that night, she was getting off work. She had the weekend off. I'm like, hey, do you want to go to Vegas? We got like 2 free tickets to Blue Man Group and 2 nights free, fully comped. And she said, yeah, let's just go. I mean, we just drove out from California and we went. Um, it was a fun time. I thought their casino was nice. I thought the food choices were good. I don't know how much has changed since Park MGM. I'm sure it's a little more upscale. But back at that time, Monte Carlo, now Park MGM is probably a solid B I'd probably soon. Then the next one's going to be MGM Grand. MGM Grand, it's a classic staple in the MGM family. Obviously, it's called MGM Grand. They also have the MGM Signature Towers. I include that because for $100 a night, you basically get a sort of suite type deal. They also have the MGM Grand, like they have like nice suites in there. They have all the classic MGM stuff, the Oz buffet, the Garden Arena fights. David Copperfield, I believe, is there. I mean, there's so much. The cool lion statue out front. They have one of the best pool areas. They have like a laser river and multiple pools. Also, if you stay at the Signature, you have access to those pools. So I kind of throw them in the B tier. I think it's good value for your money. I'd say this is a little more family friendly probably than Excalibur, but it's going to cost you a little bit more. And the next tier is going to be the B tier, and the first one on there, it's going to be Vdara, or it's going to be the A tier. I think Vdara is one of the best hotels on the Strip. I am very, very biased. I've stayed there, oh my goodness, 4 times? 3 or 4 times through MGM's, not MGM, but through Play Studios and all the comp system and all that kind of stuff. I think it is well worth the money, even paying the full rates. I've done that before too. Me and my wife stayed for a honeymoon. We got the panoramic suite. It's very expensive. You don't just get that normally. We paid for it for our honeymoon. But it's one of the nicest hotels you'll ever stay at. But it's A because it's just not that top tier as 2 of these other ones are. Then this next one is Bellagio. And I put A. I very well could have put it at B, but I think it's still an A property. I don't think it's the worst property out of the top 4. I mean, I do think it's the worst out of the top 4 properties, the 2 A's and the 2 S's. But I think it is a very nice property downstairs. I thought the room was subpar. Also, we just came from Caesar's Palace, and Caesar's Palace is in the S category. If I would have had a flip-flop experience, these 2 hotels could have been flip-flopped very easy. They have a nice pool, they have nice food, they have the shops, the Bellagio shops, they have machines to play at and tables and the gelato shop and all that. I thought it was fun. We went during summer, so it got a little bit busy during summer. But it was still a good hotel. I'm glad we were comped because if I paid the full rate, I would have been very upset. It was just a little lackluster service for what's supposed to be luxury. Then the last 2, Aria is. I can't say enough good things about Aria. I think Aria is easily one of the top hotels on the whole Strip, and I don't think there'll be very many people arguing with that. Aria, whether you stay in just regular room or you are a baller and you want to stay in the Sky Suites, or if you, I think it's a perfect location, center Strip, right there near Vdara. You have the tram that will take you all the way down to Park MGM. I think there's too many benefits. They have really good food. Their pool area is, that's one thing I wish they'd upgrade a little bit more, but it's still nice um, for where it is and what they were able to do in the limited spaces. The rooms are just immaculately beautiful. I don't think you can get a bad view. Um, they have high-end suites as well. But I think that your average person, if you just got a regular room, you would be blown away. If you're a luxury person, you'd just be like, this is an average room for the luxury. Very good hotel. I highly recommend it. Um, and then the last one to be rated is Caesar's Palace. Their pool area is immaculate. They have um, the buffet. They have Gordon Ramsay's pub. They have the what is it called? The Sears steak. I mean, they just have like a bajillion restaurants. They have the Forms. They have the Coliseum where you have performers. You have plenty of table games, plenty of slot machines, plenty of room just to walk around and explore. The casino is huge. I really enjoy it. They had some of the best service I've ever had in my life. Um, I'm very very happy ultimately that we stayed there, and I would pay money out of my own pocket, no comps, no nothing, to stay there, stay in the same room, which we got a free upgrade, which was, I think the whole room together would have been over $150. Um, and I still would have paid that if that's what it came down to. We had a beautiful view. Um, it's probably one of I have videos on there. The videos don't do it justice, but I think it was a Augustus or Julius Queen Suite. Very very nice. I would stay there again. So my list is Aria, Caesars, Vidara, Bellagio, Park MGM, MGM Grand, Luxor, Rio, and then Excalibur. If you have any of your own, please feel free to share. I'll comment. I'll like them. And I like to see some action down the in the comment section, because the more we all could get together and kind of talk about these things, it really helps the community as a whole. So once again, thank you. I'm the Comps Guy. I'm getting you Vegas faster and cheaper. Happy spending.